All right. Thank you, Garrett. Let's bring back former Assistant U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and Fox News contributor Andy McCarthy. You know, Andy, there was a narrative going about Kyle Rittenhouse. Well, there was two of them, really. There was one that he was out there acting in self-defense, which the jury initially which the jury ultimately agreed with. But then there was this whole other narrative out there that he was a white supremacist, that he crossed state lines with an AR-15, which apparently didn't happen because the gun was actually in Kenosha at the time. Just this litany of horribles about Kyle Rittenhouse, where people had come to conclusions about the case before the first testimony was ever given in court. So now that we've seen this whole process unfold, what does that say about the rush to judgment, in large part by politicians and by what was supposed to be a respectable media going into this whole thing?
John, I think it says what our constant lament is, and frankly, why I'm happy to be here, which is that it's very hard anymore to try to find out what the news is. You know, there's so many outlets, unfortunately, that are bringing a lot of political and ideological baggage to news reporting. And like all of us, I have very strong opinions. I don't hide being a conservative, but, you know, I was a trial lawyer for a long time. Before you can make credible arguments about what the evidence is, you need to know what the evidence is. You know, it's really important in this country, if we're going to have a functioning democracy, that people can actually, with confidence, know what happened. And I think if you get to a point where news organizations that you used to rely on for at least that purpose shade everything that they report through an ideological lens or a partisan lens or whatever is bothering them on that particular day, I think people lose faith in the idea that they can understand with confidence the actual news that we have to rely on in order to make decisions in our everyday lives. And as that plays out in this particular trial, I have to say, I think we should all be thankful that the jury resolved this case. Because if the jury hadn't resolved this case, the next thing that was, or if the jury had convicted, the next thing that was going to happen was the defense was going to renew its motion to get the result dismissed. And then we would have had the same kind of wild ideological speculation about what the judge would do with that and whether this would be a decision that was made according to the law, a decision made according to politics. You know, I just think it's very good for us that the members of the community, after spending 30 hours on this, were able to make a decision and that it's demonstrably a just decision.
Okay. All right. Andy, thank you very much, Andy.